What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we're back here in the basement for another racing video. Today we're doing the Australian V8 Supercars. This was requested by a great subscriber and follower of the basement, Bond. Thank you very much for suggesting this. We're going to take a look at it now. I haven't watched it yet myself. Before we get into that, though, subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, drop your comments down below where you'll find the link to this video also in the comments down below. Now, if you click on that link, please subscribe to that man's channel as well. I borrowed it from that channel. Subscribe to his channel as well. And before we get into this actual video, this is a reaction video. I get comments from time to time. Yo, Johnny, you talk too much. Or you pause too much. I'm trying to watch the video. Or you should talk at the end. You shouldn't talk in the beginning. Where's it? The link to the video is in the comments down below. I say that on every single video. So if you want to watch the video without me talking, it's in the comments down below the video. Click it. You won't hear me talk. Reaction video means I will be talking before, middle, and end. And anytime else I feel like talking. I find that so funny when people say that. And it's quite common, actually. It's quite common. It's a reaction video. And yeah, I talk a lot. We're in the basement. Don't get low. If you don't want to watch it, then don't stop by. Go somewhere else. But I guarantee you, any reaction video you go to, you're going to be talking during the video. Wow. That's what it's all about. But the link is in the comments down below. Let's move on. So yeah, he wanted me to check out the V8 Supercars. I just got into NASCAR recently, and the strategies involved in that is actually amazing if you really give it a chance and watch it. These guys, they're races within the race. These cars crash. They have photo finishes, drafting, running 3 wide. The overtakes, the races within the race between other cars is amazing. And the photo finish is like the one I saw last week in Kansas. If you haven't seen it, the closest NASCAR finish in history. 1/1000th of a second. It's insane. Look it up. Kyle Larson beat Buescher. Just look up Kansas Motor Speedway. It is insane. That finish was insane. I've seen actually a few finishes that were out of this world. So this was suggested to me again. Let's take a look at this. I'm looking forward to checking this out as well. This is not a who's a better race, NASCAR or Australian V8s. It has nothing to do with one or the other. I was asked to check this out, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really getting into the racing, so I'm very, very, very excited to get this going. Let's get it on.
If you can't make the judgment call 120 metres into 1,000 kilometres to just be a little bit sensible, don't start the race.
The Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000 erupts.
The charge to turn 1.
Okay, it's a great corner, second gear. The engine's right in its sweet spot. But remember, whilst you've got to carry mid-corner speed and use that exit curve, you want to get to 100% throttle early, so don't get too greedy.
Now, NASCAR also does have about 5 road courses that they run, so it's not all oval, and that oval isn't easy either. But they have about 5 road courses that they run. I found that out recently as well, so learning as we go. Let's keep it going.
Don't get caught up in the moment. The moment
Pit maneuver.
is 6 hours later.
Side by side, up Melbourne straight.
If I can offer you one free bit of advice, every single time you exit the pit lane, grab your belts and you tighten them. And every other lap you think of it, you tighten them again. And after a pit stop, whether they've changed the brake pads or not, tattoo it under your eyelids. Pump the brake pedal. Because if they put the pads in and you forget, fuel on the road, you're a goner.
I've seen those already.
Yeah, Griffin's Bend, right? It's one of the toughest on the circuit. If you don't get this one right, psychologically, you're gone for the rest of the lap.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that. Oh!
130 k's an hour, but you've got to do that on the bumps on the way in. But let me give you a tip. When you're challenging for Griffin's Bend, approaching the cutting, if I can't tell you anything simpler than this, there is one racing line up there. Make sure you're on the tram tracks. There is no room to put your front right tyre even a foot outside of where it needs to be.
Oh, the track is jammed.
Idiot, I'm sorry.
That is
When we
crazy.
come up to Reed Park, you need to hug the wall. Put the car right over there, hard on the wall, but be careful. Don't overuse the curb on the inside. It'll feed you into the wall.
Drama here.
Dang.
This is a great part of the circuit where we go from going up the hill and we transform to going down the hills. And no more beautiful sight than your revs in front of you. Bang, 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 bang. So we're out of Reed Park and now we're going to head down to that damn grate, right? It's a horrible, dirty drain up against the wall on the right-hand side of the circuit.
Oh!
Now, the problem here is you've got to commit really, really early. And you don't know, because nowhere in Australia does your front tyre and your
Blow
car
out.
get more downward load than at the grate. You don't know way back then if your power steering is going to suffer it or it's going to give up and feed you into the fence.
Oh. This is already cool. This is already ready fire. I like this already. Just the fact that the similarity that I did see, these guys are right on top of each other, going top speed, man. These guys are right on top of each other and handling those curves like they do. Even in the oval, they're going 188 miles an hour down to 170 something, and they're all coming this close to each other, whether they're up on the wall or on the inside track. They're coming this close, so there's a lot of similarities there, and they're right on top of each other, ready to make a break, ready to make a move, drafting. This here, you really, like you said, you really got to take these turns on point. You miss it this much, you're done. Wow.
So we've got through the grate.
I like this already.
We're now heading through Cmon to McPhillamy Park.
The sound.
This is Mount Panorama. This is where you need to be thinking corners ahead of where you are. You can't see the roadway up ahead, but you're going to average from the cutting all the way to Skyline around 200 kilometres an hour. This ain't kids' play.
Oh, big moment.
That's the crazy thing is you come around a corner and there could be a whole wreck right there. You don't even see it. Do they have, like in NASCAR, when people get in an accident, they have the lights. Every so often they have the lights, green, yellow, what have you. And the yellow means caution. Do they have that here? He might say it down the road, but I'm just asking now. Do they have it here? Do they have like a yellow light so the other drivers know that there's an accident coming up? Or you just come up on the accident? Let me know.
So you've got through the top of the mountain. You've done the tough driver stuff. Now, throw that bit away. You're going to be a ballerina.
That's the view from Skyline. Go for break time.
You're going to need to dance all the way down through the S's
The descent
Hugging that
starts.
curve.
until you arrive at the dipper.
Bang!
And when
Oh.
you get to the dipper, yeah, sure, it looks really cool with two wheels hanging up in the air. You can't get the throttle on, can you, with two wheels in the air? Get the thing back on the deck. The moment your rear tyre hits the ground is the same moment your right foot hits the firewall.
Love it.
Now weave through the concrete walls, but don't get
Somebody tell me who he is. Who is this guy? Obviously, he was a racer. He obviously drove. How famous is he? Please let me know.
too clever and trying to get an inch away from them. There's nothing to be gained by doing that.
Oh, man. Bumper cars. Woo! What? That car's finished.
Forest elbow. This is the second time and the only other time in the lap that you're not going to feel your front tyres. You're going to come over the little crest there, downhill, and a ton and a half she won't want to pull up.
Oh, I
This is
saw
where
that
you need
coming.
to be really measured, slow it up, because your big drama here is going to be understeer. The car does not want to turn there.
He tried to take him on the inside.
Be
Wow.
aware of what's going on around you. If there's one gap you can leave open for your competitors, it's right there. think about this. You need to either position yourself out right, commit yourself to Conrod Straight and your top speed, or you're going to need to defend, because that is one of the great spots for attack. And if you're going to defend, there is nothing surer you are going to compromise your straight line speed. So if you're going to defend, you defend. You block him, you pull him up, so you get your foot to the gas first.
This is wild. This is as fast as it gets.
300 kilometres an hour.
That is so cool.
Now, I don't
Beautiful
care
scenery.
what cars you've driven in your career or where you've driven them. There is nowhere else that you're going to go where a tonne and a half of race car at 300 kilometres an hour actually feels like a tonne and a half of race car at 300 kilometres an hour. And you're approaching what is the fastest corner in Australian motorsport.
Oh,
Chase.
he went way off.
You want a tough bit of roadway? That's it. You want to talk about commitment? This is it. You come down here and you'll see there's
Let me ask you something.
a metre of time.
Right here, right? Now he goes off
What is
here.
the fastest corner
Watch this.
in Australian motorsport?
Now he goes off there. If the road comes around this way, can he come around and get back on the road and keep driving? Or does he lose points? Does he lose half a lap? What happens there? Can he get right back on and drive? And everything is the same? Because if he keeps coming this way, I don't know how it finishes. But you guys understand what I'm saying. Does he lose half a lap? Is he penalized in some way, shape, or form? Let me know.
The chase.
Looks like he's getting back on.
That's it. You want to talk about commitment? This is it. You come down here and you'll see there's a metre of tarmac that's been laid down on the left-hand side of that for you to use every single millimetre of it.
Oh,
If for one lap you do
Done.
not go out there and use that,
That is an almighty crash.
you're going to compromise your lap time and compromise your result. So you need to use that every lap. And why do you need to do that? You need to get the car around there at 300
Love
kilometres
it.
an hour. Do not lift your right foot off the throttle until the car is squared up. And when it is, and only then, you put your foot on the brake and you push it so damn hard that you want to bend the brake pedal.
He goes, he's into the side of him. They run into each other. He's blocked out, Blake. He's going to redress. He's going to redress. Oh, no, they're all gone. This is huge in Australian motorsport.
was that a finish? Was that like the end? Was that the final lap? Was that the final finish? That's freaking hot if it was.
He's going to redress.
Boom!
They're all gone. This is huge in Australian motorsport.
Wow, that was.
corner. So you've got 6 kilometres of the 6.213 kilometre circuit done. Do not get it wrong here.
This kid is going to win this thing today.
Finish the job right now.
Will Davison might get this done. Nothing in it. He wins it by a car length.
So that defines this mountain. That defines this race. Do you want to win it? Everyone wants to win it. If you can't first beat the mountain, you will never win this race.
That is hot. That looks fire. What is the season? What are the seasons? Well, like, when does it start and end? Here, NASCAR's February to November. February, yeah, it's like 10 months. February to November. So what is the seasons here? And what can I watch this on? Because I'm gonna start watching this a little bit too. This was incredible. These guys, there are some similarities, and again, this isn't a comparison. Who's better? Who's not? What's more exciting? What's not? This has a lot of similarities in the way they drive and the drafting and things like that. The corners obviously would be similar to a NASCAR road course, but these cars look a lot lighter. They look a lot lighter from what I've seen with the NASCAR. These cars look about, I don't know, 100, 150 pounds lighter. Faster, quicker, more compact. This was exciting. I could get into this. Definitely get into this. Bond, thank you for giving this video here. This was a thrill. I'm going to look at a little bit more into this as well, and join it up with my new venture in racing. I know you guys that follow my channel like, boy, Johnny gets into a whole lot of different stuff because I grew up on the New York Yankees, the New York Jets, New York Knicks, New York Rangers, and the Knicks and the Rangers, just on a side note, got their asses handed to them the last 2 games. The Knicks was Mother's Day massacre. Mother's Day massacre. They got their doors blown off the entire game on Sunday, on Mother's Day, Sunday. Massacre. And the Rangers last night were 1 period away from closing out the series and moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. We were up 1-0 in the third period and gave up 4 goals out of nowhere. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's why my jerseys aren't hanging today. The Knicks are still up there. I still love my teams. But, man, it give you a stroke. But I like getting into the racing. The footy. I was still into the footy, guys. People asking, Johnny, don't you still do footy videos? I still watch it, guys. I know I haven't done I've done some here or there. I like opening my doors. When other people have a passion for a sport, I want to know why. I don't get into everything. There's some sports I don't get into. I've tried on this channel and I just didn't get into. I still respect people and what they love and the sports they love to where I'll give it a chance. This right here is fire. This type of racing here, I love it. Thank you again, Bond. Thank you to everybody that supports this channel. Subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button, drop your comments down below. The link to this video, without me talking, will be in the comments down below. If you do click the link, please subscribe to that person's channel as well. I'm Johnny Basement. I will see you guys on the next video, and I am out.